We have a microphone on. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. Every time I sit down at my computer, it's like all different because this one borrows it all the time now.
Hey, you have the more powerful laptop, which
Yep,
is
I do.
coming in handy for all the videos that Elizabeth Riley and I are doing.
So,
Thank you for coming to my couch.
yeah, how about that? You like to sit up pretty forward on your couch, don't you?
Let how close do you sit
I
to
don't
the
know.
edge of
It's
the
kind of
couch?
well. Happy Wednesday. We're talking about 360 videos today. There's been a lot going on in real estate with Matterports and Rico Tours and iSpy 360 and all these different things. And we've been working with these cameras for probably about 2 years.
Almost 2
Yeah,
years.
2 years I'd say. Went to a convention in Toronto and
Is that when you started?
mm-hmm,
Oh, so it
Toronto.
was an
Yeah,
REW conference, Real Estate Webmaster Conference.
and Kevin Foreman with Inrix. Drive time got us turned on to this little camera here. The
Little camera,
yeah,
but lots of power.
yeah, pretty cool little thing. It's an Insta-One 360, and we started doing. You can put it on. It's almost a little stand that you can put it in like that, and just let it sit there. And we bought one, and we just started playing around. We've got
Do you know
all
what I'm
kinds of
laughing
things.
about?
It's schools going on at home. So we got band practice in the garage. We got the neighbor all of a sudden just started drilling or cutting a tree down or something. I have no idea what's going on, but
So we
this is
will
the new norm.
we will continue. I gotta back up. So I've been nagging on you to come on and have a conversation because, well, many in the real estate industry are really starting to dive into utilizing 360 tours, utilizing the 360 camera. There's also a lot of questions, right? And even just a few minutes ago, you were standing in the living room and you said, well, I like this camera for that and this camera for that. So give us some insight because you have 3 cameras here. Why? Why each one?
Why?
What's
Well,
the trade-offs? What's the benefits?
well, I got these two cameras because this technology is just moving so fast.
Which
that
technology?
The 360 cameras.
So in general, the
Yeah,
360.
so we bought when we
I don't know
got
if they
these,
can
we
see
bought
that.
2 of these. So we had 2 of these cameras, and they're like a year and a half old now, and they're kind of outdated. So
Is there any difference between the 2 of these?
no, they're exactly the same.
So say one more time what brand this is.
That's an Insta 360, Insta One. I'm sorry. This is
Insta-One 360.
yeah.
What do you love? What are the top 3 things you love about this?
Well, it was absolutely groundbreaking when they came out. It was easy to do. You could do a Facebook Live. You plugged it into the bottom of your phone to do a Facebook Live. So that one, it had a little lightning adapter, and you just put it right in the bottom of your phone, and then you could go and do a Facebook Live, just like
Is
that.
this a that's the
that-
actual camera.
That's the camera. Now, I tried to do it the other day, and for some reason, it's telling me Facebook doesn't work with it anymore, but it used to.
So
It-
they
it
were
worked all the
groundbreaking
time.
when they first came out.
Yeah,
Obviously,
a year and a half ago.
technology is forever evolving. But even still, we're using this. So name one thing you love about this camera because we're still using it. It's working well.
No, we're not using this anymore. It's the first time
I thought this is what you were putting on your bike.
I've been putting
Do you see how grateful I am to have this
I've been
techie in my
putting
house?
this on the bike.
Ah, so
So-
what's this one?
This is a Ricoh Theta Z1. Now, this camera was about, I think you paid about $300 for this.
Wait, which one?
the-
This is the Insta
You're
one.
confusing everybody.
No, I'm not. You're not saying
the
names.
Insta-One 360.
Yep.
I think we paid about $300. We're probably going to sell them on eBay. You maybe get $100 each for
Okay,
them now. So
fair
you could get into this pretty cheap at this point to have technology that's only a year old. This camera here
Which
is
called?
the Ricoh Theta Z1, and this is actually a professional camera. This one runs about $1,000.
Okay, what do we
So-
love about this one?
Well, first thing you see with them is the lens. You see
This
that
is
lens?
bigger.
It's a lot bigger. So
It also
it's
looks
ge-
a lot more vulnerable.
it is, and it's somebody scratched it. So it's a much bigger lens. It's a much bigger sensor. It does. This does 4K video. I'm not sure this one does 4K also, but it's just a much smaller sensor, so you're not going to get all the quality that you do on this. I've actually been taking this one and I've been putting it on my bike over the last. I got a little clamp that has little threads on it, and I've just been putting it on the handlebars, and you can see some of the Facebook Lives I've been doing. It's all been through this. Now,
Which is really cool, right? Because so I was talking to Ben Lobby. Ben Lobby's a fellow real estate agent with us, and he was sharing that one of your 360s that you recently posted, which was a bicycle ride through Orlando and through some really cool areas. You got to check it out. Walt Disney World.
we'll put the link below.
Yeah. Ben said, I couldn't stop taking my eyes off, just wanting to see what Jeff was going to do for the whole bicycle ride. Like, is he going to be out of breath? Is he going to, because you can spin, I mean, it's 360.
Is he gonna pick his nose?
Yeah,
What's he gonna do? Right?
that was a long video.
I did one yesterday, and I was actually, me and Sam were talking about Ben during it because I was
You were?
I was telling him, I said, Ben, your mother was talking about somebody, and he goes, who was it? I said, Ben. He goes, oh, the Topgolf guy. I goes, yeah, that is him.
Brian has a question. Why are you using the 4K Theta in your hands versus an iPhone 11 camera?
Well, this is a 360 degree camera, so I'll give you.
Oh, you're going to give him a little.
Yeah, we can actually.
We'll show you, Brian.
Plug this in. So check this out, and you're not going to be able to move around on this, but it's going to give you the full
Give him an
view
idea,
on
right?
this. Yeah, it will. So if we can go there, see, look, you can see all around. So
Oh, they can see all the lighting that
Yeah.
you set up for me.
you can see the Clorox wipes by the front door and a couple
That's-
packages that we haven't sanitized yet. But
These lights over here.
yeah, you can see the lights and everything that's going on. So this is a true 360 camera where your iPhone is just going to be, you can scroll, but this goes live. This will do live video. This will do really good Matterport tours or Ricoh 360 tours, iSpy 360 tours. So they're all different platforms that this will take photos for, and they're super easy. Yep.
Question, sorry, because
Mm-hmm.
it's so second nature. Brian said, "Oh, so not on a base that spins nifty."
Yeah, no,
Oh, well,
no
we have
base.
that, but we
What
have
we
this
have
too.
is it's a little tripod that is only for this. So it just goes up to a certain height, and then we put the camera right on the top, and then we go around and take pictures, and they are super fast. So the cool thing about this camera is that it has HDR on it. So what it'll do is it'll actually take 3 different photos when you press the button.
That's
It does it really fast.
Awesome.
So it'll take 3 different photos, and then it'll take the outside, and it'll actually like make
optimizes
optimize it, high definition HDR with high definition resolution, right?
yeah.
So
Did I teach you something?
you did. I wanted to make sure I was saying the right thing. So this is fully HDR. You can also shoot in RAW and JPEG on it. So a RAW image will give you a lot of different details where you can go into Premiere Pro or your photo software and really get the best out of the image.
But I have a question.
Yep.
Okay, because I want to go back. This is where you really lose me. We've been utilizing these cameras for fun, for work, because for, again, almost 2 years, we've been utilizing them on our listings as a listing agent for our sellers. But where I get lost is, okay, so you have the file, which could be either photos that then are stitched together for a tour, or you can also capture a 360 video.
Yep.
But then there's all sorts of places you can put them. So you could go to Ricoh tours or
Yeah, the
iSpy.
360.
What's all that?
So
We talked about that.
So really, all the Matterport, the Ricoh tours, iSpy 360, they're just ways of displaying the photos that you take.
Okay.
So there are different programs, and they have different. Each one has their own different features. iSpy 360 is really cool because you can put that on one of your listings, and people can actually say, "Is the listing agent there?" And then they can talk to you. Now
through
through your computer.
so it's
if
like
you're
a video conference.
It's like a video conferencing
while
in there.
you're doing a tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I did yesterday, and we'll put the Facebook post on there too, and we've been doing this for years with our listings, is we'll put this on a selfie stick and walk around the house and just talk about the house, and it's literally a virtual showing. So we've had a lot of agents call us up, 2 in the last day, asking if they could preview properties for people that are coming in town.
For our listings.
And for our listings, and we've been able to just give them the 360 tour and then the 360 video tour to show them the house, and it is documented like unbelievably. Yeah, so they
Well,
have both of them there.
By doing, well, but no, let me start over. By utilizing all of these technologies, there's really no square inch of the property that isn't able to be viewed at least enough to know for, oh my gosh, I've had a long day. At least enough so that the buyers can say, yes, I really need to go see this home.
Well, I think that what's happening now is with showings is people that when they're coming to see the home, they've seen so much of the home that they're so much deeper in the funnel that it's more of a question of is they already know everything. Does this actually fit? Let's just view it now for the last time to make sure that this is the fit. This will actually even do measurements of rooms, which is really cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you do the iSpy 360, it takes measurements. They can survey with this camera. They can do surveying with this. Now, the drawbacks of this camera is, one, it's an internal internal battery, so there's no removable batteries on this one. This one actually doesn't have that either. So both of them don't have removable batteries. So once you're out of battery, you're out of battery. So you want to make sure you bring a charger with you. But this one has a little SD card in there. You can see it right there. The Ricoh only has internal memory. So this, I think it's got, I don't even want to say, I think it's 16 gigs of internal memory. So this will record in 4K for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, somewhere in between there. And then you have to unload everything on there. I've been out on big homes, real large homes, where we're doing a 360 tour, and then we're doing a Zillow 360. So this will upload directly for a Zillow 360. And doing the video, and we run out of battery on it. So
what is approximate square footage? What you're referencing, like
you
4,000
can
or
do
5,000 square
you
feet?
can do a 5,000 square foot home.
Okay.
And make sure you get in the 360 tour. You're probably going to get through the Zillow tour with it, but you're not going to get a video out of it too. And either way, you would have to probably start taking off the images. Now it does hold, I think, probably 1,000 images or something like that. It's plenty of images that'll hold, but
It's
the
a
video is it's only 30 to, I think last night it said 41 minutes while we were going on the bike. So even on the bike, we've been doing putting this on during our ride through Disney on the bicycle. Yeah, we've been waiting till we get to Disney World to actually turn it on, because by the time we get out there, we'd be halfway through. So but this is by far my favorite camera.
Yeah.
They do make some other cameras. Insta360 has, I believe it's called the Insta360R maybe. And then GoPro actually makes another one too. So both of those cameras are pretty nice for video.
Carl Clay says, have debated getting that exact device. Which
This
one,
one?
Carl? The am I saying it right? Ricoh Theta Z1?
Z1.
Okay, I said
Yeah,
yes. I
the
got
Theta
that.
Z1. This, if you're going to be doing 360 tours, and for any kind of 360 tours, video documenting a house or property, this is absolutely the camera to get. I tried one of the lower price Thetas, and they just did not get the same resolution. So you can see we'll post one of our 360 tours on there too, and you'll see it's pretty close to a Matterport. And we ripped through a house when we take the pictures with this one. We can do a 3,000 square foot home in 15-20 minutes. So it's
very simple.
Yeah, it's
not a
super
huge
simple.
learning curve as far as using it, right? Carl says, I do real estate photography and didn't want to spend
The money
for
on
the
the Matterport?
Matterport. Yeah.
These are, the Matterport's big, it's clunky. This is really small and
I
light.
mean, look
and-
at this.
Yeah, it's now the
Look at compared to a cell phone.
yeah. So the
Like,
big
not
challenge
even
on this
close.
is you can see that
Ugh.
the lens actually sticks out. Now I do have a case that I put this in when I'm not using it, but it is very vulnerable for scratching. And we had a windy day one day, and somebody was using it, and
It's scratched.
it's scratched.
Okay, so
The
I want to talk
tripod
about
fell
that
over.
for a minute. I think the tripod, and I am not the expert on this, that's why I brought Jeff to the couch. The tripod, why is it so narrow at the base?
Well,
I mean,
it's
gonna
narrow,
fall
so
over.
the base actually extends. One, they didn't have the base extended when they did it.
Oh.
But remember,
Wait, let's see this.
it's a 360, so when it comes down, it's actually
Oh.
getting some of it. So you want a narrow footprint there.
Got
So
it.
a regular tripod is just going to come out very far. Now, what should be done is we have a sandbag, and we usually put a sandbag over this for outside,
Oh.
and the person wasn't using it, so it.
Okay, so I want to talk social media a little bit because that's where I get really happy. Okay, I've learned a few things. I've also learned that in order to maximize the cascading effect of having these files, one is the images of the 360 as compared to the video. Not all social media platforms will either allow you to upload one or the other or even be conducive. So I've tried some testing on uploading the 360 photos to Facebook, which they'll allow you to do. It fell flat and it's not user friendly. However, the 360 video is awesome and very engaging on both Facebook and YouTube. And I just did,
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed to say, I just did my first YouTube 360 video upload. Well, you made it, but I uploaded it. I'm taking credit. I don't mean to. But it looks so good on YouTube. You did a great job.
It's really easy, and even this one it'll do like I said, the bracketing photos, or you can the bracketing photos works really well inside. Outside, we find that you're better off shooting in RAW because the bracketing photos will take 3 photos, and you'll see that if there's motion going on in the background, that motion will get blurred. Where if you do a RAW file, you can just kind of edit it and get everything that you want out of it. It does amazing detail. The other thing that's cool about some of the smaller cameras, like we were talking about the GoPro and the new Insta360, I believe they're both waterproof, which is pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah, so you could do like underwater and stuff like that.
That you
and
could actually use
you
it
put
underwater?
Yeah, you could put it on like a surfboard or all
What's
kinds
that
of cool
camera
things.
we used to let our kids go down water slides with? That wasn't 360.
That was just a GoPro, which was pretty cool. I
that's
mean, their
cool, too.
GoPros are cool.
Yeah, GoPros are cool.
Yeah.
Carl says Manfrotto, I'm sorry.
Manfrotto.
Frodo.
That's what this
is what
is.
I use already. Larger for my Canon 5D MKR3. Great feed, by the way. Thanks for sharing. I've been wanting to do more 360 video tours and just not videos. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to chat about that for a minute. Although Jeff and I and our team have been utilizing this technology for almost 2 years, obviously you all know, whether you're a customer watching or a real estate agent or anybody that could benefit from 360 video, now is the time to fully adopt this technology. Every listing moving forward forever, until technology changes again into something, should have these on it, because what we're seeing now is, well, we were doing it the last 2 years. It wasn't a necessity. It was more of a benefit. Now it's a necessity. So what I hope happens is that both the agents realize it should continue to be a necessity, because it benefits the sellers in the marketing that we have available to market their property.
There's so much time that can be saved by if agents all go and do this, because it does tell the consumer so much. I mean, the MLS listing might say that the master bedroom's downstairs, but they might not even think about that until they have an actual video of it. And when you're doing the video, they can look up, they can look down, they can, it's funny because you're looking out that way on the video, but the video is still you
Yeah.
at the same time. So It's definitely fun. They enjoy tinkering around with them. I don't know if there's any one good camera that's perfect for everything. This one is probably the closest that I've seen, but it does have its limitations. So when we go out for a bike ride, like I said, it's a little bit of a bummer that we're only getting 40 minutes.
I have one more awesome use that you've used it for.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome use. Okay. When Jeff first went to this REW conference and came home, however long ago, 3 years ago, and he said, we're getting a 360 camera. I was like, really? Why? Okay. Because, you know, you're always the trailblazer of the two of us. And he said, no, but think about this. Think about Christmas morning with the family where you just put the 360 in the middle of the room on its tripod and you let it record the whole experience of Christmas morning, and how that completely captures
everything.
The whole space in the moment of what went on, and how cool to be a kid to have that then as an adult to look back on. And I said, okay, you got me.
And I believe it records in surround sound. We haven't listened to it in surround sound, but I know when you're listening to it, even on the MacBook, you can hear when you move the video from one side to another, it spins around to the other side. So we've set these cameras up in the house like Christmas morning, or just during like Christmas dinner, or just during the day, Thanksgiving dinner, just during the day when everybody's kind of hanging out and you forget that it's there and everybody's just being themselves. And how cool is that our kids will be able to go like 30 years later and be like in the moment. It's one of the coolest technologies out there, I think.
I'm excited that more agents are picking up on it. I hope that, again, it's not just necessity. I hope it's actually a full adoption moving forward, because I think it's a great way for us to build efficiencies on both our service as well as our marketing. I just want to say I'm grateful for you, though, because it is a little on the techie side. So while the usage of the camera doesn't have a huge learning curve, the knowledge to understand all this stuff, like, I'm really grateful that
I was literally Kevin Foreman the day that you were giving that presentation. During the presentation, I actually ordered the camera. It was waiting for me at home when I got here.
Thank you.
So
and didn't you buy a car from that too?
Yeah, I did. I bought a Tesla. Thanks, Kevin.
That
was
conference?
An expensive conference. Yes.
I think we have Morgan Carey to blame for that.
Kevin got me into the Insta360 and then he started talking about his Tesla, and
you have a Tesla.
Yeah, I got a Tesla.
Which is my favorite car. You have the cool car. Just saying.
Justin Seavey, I'll get a hotel next time I come visit you. We have a room now for you, Justin. It's great.
I'll get a hotel next time. Oh, because he's afraid
we're going to 360 him.
Well, Justin, you should see what our
it's only 38 minutes to 40 minutes, though. So.
Justin, we have a special guest room that is now available for you. So we're excited about that next time you come down for a Magic game. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're looking for some additional insight, obviously you can put questions below, but contact this one, because he's got like this you have like this whole vault of information, because I swear sometimes I wake up at 2 a.m. and you'll be on your laptop like, I'm investigating cameras, and I'm investigating, because you're a researcher. I'm so grateful, because then I don't have to worry about it. You just research it.
Yeah, well, the challenge is that you almost need more than one of them. And even just like the cameras, we have this camera. I mean, you've got multiple cameras for different things.
Are you waiting for it to go on sale? Do you think they'll put it on sale right now?
There was a discount coupon at Inman for this camera, that Z1, and I recently just emailed them asking if it was still valid, because I would absolutely buy a second one of these to have.
Cool beans. Thank you for sharing your insight. Thank you for coming to my couch. We did a lot.
It's my life.
Oh,
You're on my couch.
No, this has kind of been my couch in my office. Yeah, no comment. We did a live last week, because he's been real busy, and we need to redo that live. But what we found out in our highly technological world, we're both pretty savvy in that, is that we did a whole 20 minutes with no sound. So you do all your photos and video from that device? I normally bracket 5 shots or more. You do all of your photos from that device?
We do our 360 photos from this device. It is no way going to replace a DSLR. So bracketing photos on DSLR is going to give you a greater than this, but it is a incredible device.
Yeah, we still need to
Yeah.
have we have a professional photographer who comes out to do all the stills.
And you can bracket. You can
amazing.
actually take a you can take a DSLR camera and move it around and bracket your photos to even or stitch your photos together to make a 360, which is incredible, but it is very labor intensive too because you got to
Time-consuming?
it's time consuming because you got to take all the photos, you got to get them all looking the same, so you got play in Premiere Pro for that to get them all looking the same. Then you gotta stitch them all together. This is stitching everything together right on the fly. So that's what's so cool about it. It's really, you see it when going on the. We'll do this really quick and then we'll end here.
Can I say something while
Yeah, go ahead.
So while he's getting that set up, is our MLS, we're again, real estate mindset is our MLS here in Orlando has made some changes as a result of COVID that are now allowing us to do, well, first of all, they're asking us to do only virtual open houses. So we have a new setting in our MLS that allows us to input a special link for our virtual open houses, which is really beautifully laid out through the Rico Tours, because you have it all in Rico Tours. So I can go into the MLS on our listings and I put a link in for the virtual open house, and then it feeds it out so that everyone can see it. And yet again, it's another way that the customer can not only see the video, not only see the photos, all the other marketing, but this is it's everything up to touching it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can literally be in the room, you just can't touch it.
Rico Tours is an amazing value. I think it's like $50 a month for unlimited tours, so you can put as many tours in there as you want. iSpy 360 I really like too because you can do that teleconferencing aspect to it, so you can talk to customers if they're looking at, if you just happen to be on the tour and you're sitting at your computer and you have them available, they can just chime in and you can talk to them, which is so cool. And Matterport's really a
We
it's an
did that for a
incredible
lot of
service.
years.
Well, you do Matterport with this.
But I'm saying
We
we've
did
done
Matterport for a long
Matterport
time.
for a very long,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's 5 years? Is that reasonable?
So how we did one of the first Matterports that we did, it was over in a house in Orlando, and
Which one?
it was over in Camberley in Brentwood Club.
Oh, and Dr. Phillips.
Yeah, and Dr. Phillips.
Oh,
So
right.
we were at the final walkthrough and I was on the list side. We were at the final walkthrough, and the buyer came to me and said, if it wasn't for that virtual tour, that 360 thing you guys had there, we would have never even looked at the house. She was not interested in the house from the photos. We had gorgeous photos
Yeah,
of that
stunning.
house too. But what really got her is she went in there and the husband showed her the 360 Matterport, and she was able to see the floor plan. And this will do the dollhouse too.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was I was going to ask you, because Matterport does a really nice dollhouse.
iSpy does it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, iSpy 360 does it. Rico Tours does not do a dollhouse.
Okay.
But iSpy 360 will do the dollhouse. It'll do the measurements just like Matterport. So
So if you had to, and I know we're going a long time, but we still have 5 people watching. Barb's watching. Hey, Barb.
Barb.
Before we wrap, because we could even probably do more than one of these, but if you were just the average person who's looking to start off in this ecosystem, what are you looking at, do you think, is your bare bones entry level pricing to get into the space?
to do it right, I really do think you should get the Theta Z1 or hire somebody that has one. I mean, if
Okay.
you're going to do listings with it, then it needs to be professional, and this is a professional camera. So break the bank, get the Theta Z1 for $1,000. It's a bargain. It really is a bargain for it. And if you hire somebody to do a Matterport for you, what are they charging you? $200 or $300? This is 4 or 5 tours. And
Some
then-
of the
then it's
Matterports
paid
are
off.
400. Just
Yeah.
saying.
So, and I would do that, and I would probably if a budget was a concern, I might do the Rico Tours, right, for $50, and you just keep on loading them on there. It's pretty easy to get them set up. If you want to go a little above that, then look at doing the Matterports or the iSpy 360s, those two, because those are awesome. And I think there's a couple others that I'm not familiar with, but I think between the three that we have, we're pretty set.
I look forward to more of the fun videos you do.
Yeah.
And to any of our customers that are in the Orlando area that are considering selling your home, just know this is a standard, one of the standard features that we offer our sellers. We will continue to offer them on all of our properties now more than ever. It's absolutely an essential necessity. And I can't wait to see more of your bicycle ride. I've actually challenged you, by the way. I stay tuned because I think he's going to be doing a cool new bicycle 360. I'm giving him a
she's-
nudge. I'd like to see a couple other things because you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right. Well, let us know if you have any other. No, not let us. Let him know if you have any other questions about 360 video, 360 video tours, or any of the awesomeness that comes along in that world. Thanks.
Very cool. Have a great day, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.